everyone? This is Nikki Two Times coming at you impromptu live. So, no scheduling. Might take a bit for people to pop in, getting it on their notifications. I'm going straight into it. Every once in a while now, I'm going to do impromptu lives reading new comic books. Maybe old comic books too, but definitely new comics. Tex, thanks for stopping by, buddy, and thanks for being a channel member as well. Yeah, I mean, I hate rooting for the Cowboys, but kind of needed the Commanders to lose at this point in time, so that was certainly a good thing to happen. So we'll go with that. We had you missed it last night on Sunday Fun Day. We had good old Dean in the chat. We also had Jared Bolton, another Cowboys fan, if you know him. So it was definitely a little bit lively last night. Oh, there you go with some emojis. My little Deadpool Eagles rocking emoji and the Mitchkoff emoji. Yeah, well, you needed us to lose as well. I get it. I'm not going to say we're back on track, so you might want to sit there and root for the Giants to win again. What's going on, Robert? Welcome in, buddy. Sorry, definitely different from Sunday stream. Sunday stream is. I switched over to StreamYard on the Sunday stream and to have some sort of structure. And obviously, you saw last night I had my man BC Sports Cards hanging out with us last night. But this is going to be different. Going to do some impromptu lives here and there. Going to be reading comic books when I'm doing this, opening up the channel, expanding my horizons, expanding my subscribers' horizons, as well as trying to make some new friends out there. We got my man Rance. Two balls are better than one. What's going on, Rance? Rance, another channel member of this channel. Much appreciated. Much love to you out there, Rance. Yeah. Rance is a good, heavy supporter of the channel. Unfortunately, with as late as I go on a Sunday night, you can't be there on the live streams, which I completely understand. Big win for your Chicago Bears yesterday, so that was good for you guys. I think that says Vishnu. Hello, Vishnu. This is another reason why I'm doing this too this way, the impromptus, because something's kind of changed. There's been a shift when it comes to the vertical streams. I don't know if it's a StreamYard thing and it doesn't translate, so I don't get a whole lot of new people looking at the channel. So this was also like a test to come in, do something different than the norm of ripping cards or talking sports. That I do a little comic book reading and see if especially with not doing any kind of showing this early and sharing it out to the public. See if I could actually get the trolls to come back, because this used to be a troll heavy channel. Tex Carnage knows what I'm talking about. You dirty troll who's become a really good friend of the channel. So, Dean, I'm actually going to read comic books, one or two comic books, not sure yet, testing the waters, trying to do something a little bit different. Yeah, even if you just are stopping by and are lurking in the background, give us a like, give me a like, pass on through. I have some lofty goals for the channel, and this is a good way to try to get it going. Yeah, Robert, I thoroughly embrace the trolls. I have very thick skin. Doesn't hurt me or offend me at all. sometimes I'm not always quick-witted to come with the comebacks, but we see how it is. So I don't know how long I'm going to stay on. I'm thinking an hour total. That might give me enough time to read through maybe 2 comics today. I'm heavy into DC. I don't really have much as well on the Marvel end. Deb Shea says hi. What's going on, Deb? We got 30 people strong. Thank you for all being here. Stay for as long as you want. Leave comments. I try to get to as many comments as possible. Usually I write everybody's name down, shout them out, and shout them all out at the end of the night. But that's usually how Sunday Funday works. This is more off the cuff for a little bit, just having some fun. I don't even have the same setup going on as I normally would. I am great, Deb. How are you? Thanks for being here. So, first comic. See, I showed this the other week on Spine Ticks Live, which is a show that I'm a part of on Saturday nights. Swaggy! Just going to do an impromptu. I'm going to actually read this comic tonight. Issue number 1. DCKO. This is the variant cover that they did with AEW, which is a wrestling promotion. One of the things I did like about StreamYard is, see, everything's all backwards. I don't know can't remember exactly when that changed, but when you do vertical from your phone and do the live streams from your phone, everything is backwards, where it used to not. But if you're on StreamYard, it mirrors it out. It corrects itself. I could do a lot of other cool stuff on StreamYard that I do like to do with sound effects and put in little clips and stuff to watch. It's easy to invite people over there. It's easy to comment back to people where I can't, unless I have another device, I can't comment to you guys in the chat. I could just yell out comments. But so I mean, this looks pretty cool. This first comic, what I heard about the comic was it's like virtually like a tournament going on between Justice League members, and the winner of the tournament will take on Darkseid. So that's kind of like the gist, I guess. What do you mean, how do I get comics? I just go to my local comic book store and purchase them. Pretty cut and dry. And I'm not even sure if I have enough light in here to do all this. Hold on. Might have to get me a little bit of extra light. I don't even know where my glasses are. Like I said, so impromptu, like I was not prepared. There we go. Let's see if this comes on. All right, there we go. At least some good extra light. Yeah, you get comics where you normally would get comics, from the store. Let's back this up a little bit so you're not looking up in my nose hairs. So in the first set of pages, and maybe I'll show the pages a little bit too. It says, here in the dark, in the moments before it begins, he tells himself it's just another fight. A brawl like countless ones before, a contest, a game to win. Hell, for this one, everyone even got to bring gear. Clark brought the knuckles. He forged them in the fortress years ago after returning from the dead. Knuckles with miniature stuns, I guess, skins, raging inside angry suns taken from empty universes. So it's Clark, it's Superman. Look like he's ready to kick somebody's ass. It says, and then the doors open. What the? And so it begins. DC KO Chapter 1, Into the Ring. I don't know if I'm going to fully be able to do this, guys, and I apologize with it being this impromptu, because I have no idea where my glasses are, where my readers are. I didn't realize the reading or the writing was going to be this small. 2 spaces, 1, 2. Womp womp. Go back a row. Clark. Green is kryptonite. Kryptonite, Diana. So right now it looks like they're playing some sort of board game. It says, I didn't make the rules. Oh, look. Batmobile boost. Go ahead 3 spaces. Nice. And why are all the power-ups bat themed? Who made this thing? Give me the box. Of course, it was made by Bruce himself. I warned you, Clark. Doesn't like a game unless no one has to lose. Oh, losing builds character. So does winning. Well, wow. I, for one, am glad you invited us. Thanks, Lois. Of course, I just thought you never get to spend time together. I mean, when you're not saving the world. Thanks, Lo. I'm glad, too. Me 3. Nice bat plane. Power card move up. 9 spaces. Your roll, Clark. Yeah, I mean, it's been a new thing with me, Robert, that just small, all of a sudden I came to the realization that small print is not good for me, that I need to at least have a pair of readers, and my readers are they're like the lowest setting of readers, but they certainly help out a lot, and I have no clue where my readers disappeared to. I might go looking for them and take you guys along for the walk through my living room, but for right now I'll just continue on with reading some. Maybe we should eat. Don't be like that. This is one of those rare chances when you get to play to win for yourself. You should enjoy it. Or you could stop arguing and roll arguing and roll. Watch and learn, boys. 12 roll. Move up 1 row. They play on as they do. They talk as friends, as family, not colleagues or heroes. They joke, they talk about their children. They discuss private things will return. They discuss private things will return to very soon. An hour later, the game is still not over, though they are all within a few spaces of the watchtower, the finish line. Diana is about to... see, I told you, it is a little hard to read. Diana is about to toss what could be the winning roll when Lois says, guys, why is it so bright out? Very interesting there, Royal. You got to do what you got to do. You know, I do have the face that's like edge time. I don't know. Suddenly, he's just there. It's Darkseid. Darkseid looking pretty pissed. The hero's oldest and greatest foe, maybe the most familiar enemy that they all have in common. Everywhere he looms, the city becomes his. No, Clark thinks not his, it becomes him. Clark can see it happening. Every particle, every molecule, every atom is now of Darkseid. As they charge him, Clark tells himself they've done this before. They fought more than a dozen of times and won. But this Darkseid has become something else. He isn't just bigger, stronger, he's everything. A universe of power given form. But deep down, he can feel it. This is different. And when he looks at his friends, he knows they feel it too. Lots of cool imagery. I am going to see if I can walk around with you guys for a minute here. Hopefully my glasses are maybe... look here on the ground first. Take it to the living room. Man, it's hard to... Oof. Just down for a second here. Swag, if you're still on, how everything going? I know your hockey team is doing great. Basketball season's about to start. A little after this, I'm gonna watch the Flyers tonight. They're on in about an hour. See, I don't wear them that often. That's the problem. That's why I thought they were going to be right there in my son's room on the desk, because the only time right now I really need to wear them is when I'm ripping cards. Because, I mean, normal stuff I can read, no problem. It's just when I rip cards and the writing is so small, and it's been a little bit since I've read a comic either. Even though I keep buying tons and tons of comics, I haven't read any of them. Oh, this pretty much sucks because, yeah, like I said, I mean, when I'm looking at cards, like I'll just pull up an example. Like if I'm like looking at this, and that's that little area right there is the name. I can't read that when I'm ripping cards and saying players' names. So, but I can see it clear as day when I have the glasses on. But I don't need glasses when I'm driving or anything like that. So I don't know. I'm getting down here on the ground on my hands and knees, probably to Royal's liking. But I can't find them anywhere. This is definitely not pleasant. Oh well, I guess yeah, I mean the readers, they weren't that expensive. I think I paid like $10 for them. Oh, here. This came out of nowhere. This looks does this look familiar? That's sitting right over here, Rant. But oh man, this absolutely sucks. I'm gonna have to do my best to just try to keep on reading. I want to at least get through one comic today. Darn. All right. Yeah, I might not be. I might not be able to do this. I can't. Whew, I can't see anything whatsoever. This is absolutely brutal. I do appreciate you guys making me feel good, though. It's just another day. Nothing can go perfect all the time, right? I mean, we are human. Do they come in Braille? Well, I do like to feel things. Yeah, I can put sunglasses on, but that's not going to help me. That's not going to help me see the small print. I can almost guarantee as soon as the wife comes home, she's going to tell me exactly where they're at, and I'm going to be so friggin' pissed off. But hold on, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just looking. I thought if there was any other place it would be in this bag I'm looking through. This is the bag that I take to my job. This is my almost like, what do you call it? Like a giddy bag. Nikki Wonder. Yeah, okay. That's just definitely not working. So it's going into the ether for now. Not there either. Here I was, ready to enjoy a good old comic tonight. But you will see not just the impromptus. Sometimes I'm gonna read. I've done it in the past. Read comics off air, but do a long form video where I kind of review what happened in the comic. You know, kind of like, oh, okay, that might be a comic I'll buy based off of the things that Nikki said. Taste test. I'm gonna do taste test again. Gonna do videos of die-cast cars and such. Just got to get more stuff going on the channel. I have goals. I'm not trying to be YouTube famous. That would be silly for me to think that that's possible. But I've always wanted to hit the 4,000 watch hours. You know, have a nice growth in the channel, like growth I can see. You know, it doesn't have to be go 10,000, 15,000, 100,000. Just growth I can see in the channel and hit the 4,000 watch hours. I hit 3,600 and then I dipped down to 3,200 because the live streams have been not as active, and with the lack of cards out there for you card rippers, I know you can feel my pain on that. Hasn't been a whole lot of new product to open up recently, so definitely trying to find product and do all that. All right, I'm going to leave you guys right here as I look over here one more time. This is crazy to me. YouTube famous to you? See, you know what you should do? Tell you guys a little what's going on. Over on Spine Ticks Live, our friend Sith Lordley has started a new poll of who you think the next member to leave Spine Ticks Live will be, because he's had a lot of turnover over the years. And one of the choices is that I'm going to leave the channel because of being YouTube famous. So go check out that poll over on Spine Ticks Live. Where is this? There. Hey! Found them. I knew if I'd show a little, I knew if I showed a little persistency, it would happen. Yeah, I can understand though too, Rants. Those streams are on pretty darn late. We do have a lot of fun on the stream, but they are on 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific time. You know, I'm an East Coaster, but I'm a night owl, so it doesn't bother me, and I don't work Sunday mornings, so it doesn't bother me at all. What's that? No Diddy. I didn't see that part earlier. So this is cool. I can actually see what I'm looking at now. You know, you're looking at Dark Side, this new improved or whatnot Dark Side. He's all in different areas. He's that big. He's in Gotham, the Misera, the Rock of Eternity, Oa. He's like got it all going on. Yes, I'm gonna read the comic. Unless you're enjoying just the banner that I got going on, Robert. I do want to read at least the one comic, but I'll stop page by page so we can keep on going back and forth. Because the being out there, he exists beyond physics. He's somehow everywhere at once. He's more than a god. He's all godliness. He's all magic and sorcery. He is all the wonder and terror of the cosmos. Darkseid has finally become what he was meant to be, the end of everything. Bruce falls first, then Diana. Now, as Clark rockets towards Darkseid at Mach 7, he hears a sound he's never heard. A horrible sound that stuns him. Stuns him so badly he barely feels the blast from Darkseid, the blast that ends him. When does this happen? We're looking at the Quantum Quorum, the World Forger, Time Trapper, aka Doomsday, Grodd, and Booster Gold. So I guess even some of the villains here are involved. I said when. It already did, Kal-El. What? Superman look. So I guess like they've all like perished. And this is kind of how this is going. We of the Quantum Quorum have managed to combine our chronal powers to rewind time by 7 days. But Darkseid has already conquered the future, and right now he's making his way back through time to this moment and go on. How do we stop him this time? This time you don't. World Forger, show them. There has to be something we can... Nope. There is nothing that you can do. Come on. Hal, we've watched you try 1,000 things 1,000 times. You always lose. From what we've seen, there's only one thing you can do. And what's that? Give up and start over. What do you mean start over? Says Diana. Yeah, start over. How? We are the most powerful temporal beings in the universe, and if we use the last bit of our energy, we might be able to create a new timeline. Interesting. Darkwing says, right, and how'd that turn out for us again, to quote the gorilla? Nope. Zatanna says, if you did this, would we even remember? Would we be the same people? No, we would all be new. Oh, gosh. I've already seen this a bunch of times. You have Earth 1, 2, 3, 18 billion. You've got the new rebirth. Now we're in DC all-in territory, and now the DC KO era has officially begun. There's an Atlantean proverb, every new wave is ancient. This reality is our history, our story. Without it, what would we be? What's going on, Sean? What's up, buddy? Just doing some new stuff, impromptu, reading a comic book tonight. In fact, I better shut this door because some of it went a little too far on. Don't need the interruption of my wife coming home with the kids. At least while I'm still on. But that'll kind of be my cue to wrap it up. The World Forger will show you. To understand him, you must understand what he seeks. Our universe is full of mysterious energies. But since its inception, its two most primal are the twin energies we call Alpha and Omega. You're at work and can't sleep. Well, sit back and enjoy if you're able to relax at your job. I'm just bullshitting with the chat and reading out a comic, buddy. At Apocalypse's core is an infernal machine, a heart that runs on Omega energy. The energy of conquest, absorption, control. And when Darkseid sought it eons ago, it chose him as its champion, and transformed him into the enemy you had fought so many times. From that moment on, he has sought to turn Earth, reality's greatest source of alpha energy, into a new apocalypse. And so when he formed his new universe, he placed the heart of Apocalypse at its primordial Earth center. All Omega energy in that realm flows to him, making him absolute. Thus, he has become that universe's King Omega, the personification of all its Omega energy, a walking singularity that transforms all around him. So, that's pretty funny, Win Mode Sports Cards. I'll tell you a quick story before I continue on the read. I remember when my son was a kid and they had a thing at his school where invite parents to come in and read a story to the kids. It was like pre-K or it was either pre-K or kindergarten. And I came in and I read Green Eggs and Ham. And afterwards, the teachers were like, "We've never seen the kids so intent in listening to one of the parents read before." So I don't know. It's enjoyable. I hope you guys are getting a little bit of a kick out of it. Maybe even think, "Hey, I like to go buy that comic. It sounds interesting." Win, I appreciate that, buddy. Hollow Faller says, "Hello from Finland. What's going on there, Hollow Faller?" All right, so we'll move on. So they need to act quickly. The Earth is already transforming upon his approach. Many of you have likely sensed the heart of apocalypse growing at its center. Hence the fire pits and parademons popping up around the globe. That's an idea. Terrible. Hold on. If there's a heart of apocalypse forming at the center of our Earth right now, could we use it to transform one of us into something like him, a King Omega? It is possible. I think that you're getting that prelude of what they're all going to then fight amongst each other to see who's the best to take on that power to then go against Apocalypse. That's what I'm guessing. So to change that, you need to restart it entirely, blast it with Omega energy that you don't have. No, but Booster Gold does. Watchtower readings show him brimming with it from being trapped with Darkseid for years. He could use that power to blast the heart cosmically, defibrillate it. Clear. I don't think you comprehend what you'd be unleashing. What's going on there, BC? I stopped in over there at Doogie's Whatnot, but man, waited all day for Doogie to decide to do his live on Whatnot. Right around the time I knew my wife was leaving and stepping out for me to get a chance to do this impromptu. So I was only able to stick around for a minute or two. Batman says, "So show us, World Forger. You must understand the heart is a living thing, sentient, reborn. It would immediately seek a champion, someone fueled by conquest and conquest only. You all, you're heroes, you're soft as hell." Oh, Gorilla Garad really cutting in with that knife. Even hungry and new, it would not let your kind near it. It would defend itself. Defend itself how? It's fourth dimensional, not bound by our physics, by my calculations. It would reshape itself to test you, create a tournament. Each of these rings would be a higher level of challenge. We could take on some measly parademons. Not parademons, you idiot. Each other. You would be competing with each other. What? Yes, it'd be a competition to find an ultimate conqueror among you, a champion. To prove you're worthy, one of you would have to defeat all the others and then defeat the heart itself. Then the universe will bend toward you. You will become the sole celestial entity and being perhaps capable of facing dark side. Not a bad way to start. They're getting in on it. And this person, if they do defeat Darkseid, they could bring it all back on the other side. Everyone and everything lost. I mean, in theory, whoever wins should be able to reshape the universe however they want. Why are you even encouraging this? Because I saw the terror that he is. Time trapper. I was held prisoner in that absolute realm for years, eons, and maybe the only thing that can stop him. So Booster is definitely pushing for this. Fine then. Answer me this, heroes. The heart responds only to a mega energy, the energy of conquest. All right, Sean. Thanks, buddy. Every ring you enter will test you further in strength, cunning, strategy, and to prevail, you must fill the heart's fire pits to match Darkseid's power. That means you must compete only to win. No mercy, no compassion. Sounds like Cobra Kai. No mercy. What's going on, Joe? Happy Monday to you too, Daniel. Hold on a second here. Got you a wrench, buddy. Can you truly do that? Forget it, says Superman. We are not doing this. The guy that's probably going to win the competition doesn't want to do this. Clark, the Earth, it's already his. We've known it all year. Ever since Darkseid disappeared, you felt it. We felt it. We just didn't want to admit to it. We do this, really do it. What's to stop the villains from following us down there? Bruce, imagine Joker in this tournament. Imagine Lex. If they were to win and have that power, I can't imagine that. Or Cheetah, or any of the worst. So we won't let them. You spent the last year turning the Phantom Zone from something punitive into a place of healing. We put our adversaries there for now to keep them safe. And keep them out. What up, Brent? How we doing, buddy? Just reading out a comic. Having a little bit of fun with chat as well. Even if we could compete in this thing, who's going to protect the world while we're gone? Well, that's what the League is discussing right now. So the Justice League has a tall order upon them. What ones are going to protect the innocent and which ones are going to fight in the tournament? But what Clark thinks about is the moment he charged Darkseid. And that terrible sound, the one that stopped him in his tracks. It was the sound of every heart on Earth suddenly doing the same thing. Not stopping or dying, but falling into unison. All the variety, people, fish, birds, bugs, the whole strange, wonderful mess of it aligning into a single rhythm. Darkseid's rhythm. It's a game, Clark. One we play to the death against each other. No, against him. Remember that. And it becomes your favorite kind, like Lois said. The kind where no one really loses. The kind where we all win because we do it together. That's not the full end of the first one, but I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop there. Again, that's the cover on the chapter 2. I'll do that the next time. family is home, so I'll stop there. I'll pick it. Next time I do an impromptu, I'll pick back up to do chapter 2. Maybe I'll be more ready because I'll have the glasses and I'll read the rest of this and Absolute Evil. Maybe I'll have more time. Joe, no, this is what you're seeing is a new series called DCKO. This happens to be the variant cover that I chose for this. So what is going on in the title, and we're just starting, and they're getting the revelation of what's going on. Darkseid is a force that they can't handle. The only way to possibly beat Darkseid is to get the same sort of power that Darkseid has, but they're going to go through a tournament first to see who's the most worthy of the heroes to collect this Omega power to go against Darkseid with the Mega Powers. You guys remember the Mega? I know my man Robert remembers the Mega Powers. The Mega Powers. I can show some pictures now. It's in fact, here, let me do it this way real fast. So the best picture, that's the Watchman, or no, the Forger. I'm sorry, that's the Forger. That's them all meeting with the Forger and Gorilla Grodd. But that's a killer photo right there of Darkseid. And that one there too, so. Like some people I know, they're more into Marvel, and this is kind of getting that whole feeling of a Galactus type of thing going on. Like a world eater, so to speak. If at all possibility, I might be able to knock out the next chapter on Wednesday. But again, it'll all be impromptu. So make sure you put on your ring the bell, put on those notifications, and that's where you'll catch it next time, or catch it in replay, however you feel. But I'm going to end it here, guys. I appreciate your time and all your support. Finally found the glasses. I knew it was kind of funny looking around for them. But guys, thanks for being here. And I'll see you next time. You'll have a wonderful night, all right?